Okay, well, I don't suppose you can see it, but come on, man, do something for me. Look at it from this angle here. I'm leaving that behind, and I'm going to pick it up later with the trolley. It's simply too heavy. It's a really heavy mattress, and I'm too tired to lug it home. I mean, that's madness. Why would I want to do such a thing? I don't. So, here we go. There's a bit of abstraction for you. And, I'm giving the image sensor something to focus on because it ain't getting much light. It's not like the other camera, which is quite sensitive. It is a small censored camera, which is this one is APS-C. So that's about the maximum we can get. We got everything set up for the maximum. If that's it, well, that's the maximum, folks. It don't get no better than that. We got a light, and I don't know what time it is, but it's probably too late. See my watch here? You got nothing but darkness. Gee, what the hell is going on? Oh, there you go. Okay. That's my watch. It went anti-social on me today. It won't tell me the time anymore, but it's one of those blackout watches, you know? Kind of get from Google or Apple or whatever. Or you can buy for $49 from the no-name folks. Carpeting I'm going to covet and get home. You didn't see it in that instance because, I don't know, the lens is too slow. You need a really fast lens for this. And I ain't got one. So we're coming up to Yonge Street. And... okay. Here we go. How'd that look? Alright, aiming the flame, the water flow directly at the camera. And here we go again. Another one. This is a Canon camera, by the way. I don't think you could do this with a Nikon or a Pentax, no siree. They just ain't there. Oh man, I got it on the back. Okay, here we go. Nicholas! Nicholas, come here. I got Nicholas. How are you, Nicholas? Or is that Malcolm? Oh, you're neither. Did you come from Toronto, Swiss? You live there?
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me that. It's a good building.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, it's Mr. Phillips' building.
I didn't know.
Well, he's the one who owns it. He has another building up at 101 Lawton. If you get tired of this building, just call him up and say, John, I want to move into 101 Lawton. 101 Lawton, right up there. Nice place. Take it easy. All right, there you go, folks. Positive word for 2 Glenelm, John Phillips building. And here we go. Racing, 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 racing. We're going to walk right across the street, of course. To hell with that. No, we're not going to do that. Just leave me where I am. Just leave me where I am. Just leave me where I am. There, look. Don't touch me. Don't smell. Just leave me in. There's a guy here. Subbing in for the night. How you doing? You doing okay? Are you doing okay? Yeah. Let me see if I got any cash. Give me cash and go to Tim Hortons, still open. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, shit, I don't got any. You okay? Are you on ODSP?
No.
Whoa, man, let me sit down here. I need to talk to you for a second. Okay, you're a homeless person, right?
Yeah.
Why aren't you on ODSP?
Well, I'm getting my pension.
Oh, you got your pension. You just don't want to live in a place you're kind of on the street, right?
Well, you can't afford it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You're not recording that, are you?
Yeah, I am, but I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the street. So just don't mention your name, and we're getting none of support of what it's like without ODSP or any type of supports. That's you, right? More or less? Come on, man.
You can't afford it.
Nah. Well, it's expensive. But you go to Thunder Bay or someplace like that, you probably find a place pretty cheap. But you want to stay here if it's nice and warm all year round.
Yeah.
Yep. Listen, I know that. Until I won the lottery, I was poor as shit. I was winning lotto tickets. I was on ODSP. But I said, I'm going to spend $10 a month on lottery tickets. And I won, I don't know, 50,000 or something like that. Not big money, but big enough for me.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, better than nothing is right.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to take this 50,000, I'm going to parlay it or something. So I took 40,000, spent $10,000 held a party or two. Took 40,000 and bought 2 stocks, ASML and TSMC. And I've been riding high ever since. Right on, buddy. Anyways, take care, buddy.
Yeah.
And you look like you got a comfortable space to spend the night.
Yeah. You don't smoke?
Smoke?
Cigarettes?
Yeah, I do, but I don't have any on me. But if I did, I'd roll you one. I promise. Yeah. You want to come by my place? I live right up the street. I'll roll you a joint.
I don't do joints.
Oh, you don't? Just tobacco?
I just do cigarettes.
You want to smoke a cigarette? Come on over to my place.
Where's your place at?
Oh, just up the street, 95 block.
Is it far from here?
No, it's a few minutes.
Okay.
Come on.
All right.
What's your name?
Tom.
Tom, I'm Charles.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
Yeah, sure. You gonna take your cardboard with you? I think you should. You're gonna need it later, right?
Well, there's lots of cardboard.
That's true. No? As a matter of fact, if you leave that there, it'll probably stay there. So no worries. Let's go up the stairs over here. So, Tom, where are you from?
Well, I'm going from down east.
Down east, like Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Newfoundland?
No, Newfoundland.
Oh, Newfoundland, eh? Labrador? Labrador?
No, I'm from Porto Bay.
Okay, that's as Newfoundland as you get.
Yeah, but well, I came out there a long time ago, eh?
Sure. You lost the accent for one thing.
Yeah.
You don't sound like a Newfoundlander anymore. Well, you do, kind of, but not really, actually.
Well, Nova Scotia and all New Brunswick, they all sound the same anyway.
Well, they do. That's true enough. Do I sound like a Nova Scotian to you?
Are you from Nova Scotia too?
Nah, I'm from Montreal.
Oh, Montreal.
Yeah, but you know, Nova Scotia and Montreal is kind of close.
Yeah.
Sure. I had a house down in Nova Scotia way. I bought it for $36,000. I sold it for $15,000. I tell you, money I lost on that deal. Boy, I tell you, I lost money. I didn't care though. But I knew that.
I was never up this street.
Never?
First time I've come to a company joint.
Now, well, keep your mouth shut about it, okay, pal? Now I'm going to take you to an apartment on the 2nd floor. And I think I got beer in there.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure, but I got something, right? But not much in the way of furniture because I'm redecorating.
Oh,
Yeah. But Tom, you can have a good time in there because I'm sure I got beer or Haagen-Dazs ice cream or something. And I got an apartment downstairs and I can go raid it for some food, you know?
Yeah.
You don't smoke them, but you smoke a tobacco.
I smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. Okay, I smoke tobacco too. Nothing wrong with tobacco. It's my favorite vegetable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My name's Charles, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Yeah, you told me.
I'm from Montreal and all that. Look at this. See, I like this about this street. People put up Christmas decorations year-round.
I like it, though.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we walk quietly and don't want to disturb the neighbors. Because,
I don't see nobody.
They got daughters and they're all asleep, dreaming of Prince Charming and what have you. And we don't want to disappoint them, right? So, are you, like, you don't look homeless to me. You look very well organized.
Wait, I don't know.
I mean, you look about as well organized as I do. In fact, We looked all equally well organized.
You can't go around looking like a hobo.
No.
You understand?
Oh, yeah. I was homeless for a considerable amount of time in the early 80s. I went out to Banff, Alberta, and got myself a job at the A&W.
Yeah.
And I had a scholarship at the Banff Center, but it was like, partial. It wasn't a full scholarship like they gave to the European musicians, right? I was just a visual artist, and they said, well, you can come here and do a scholarship and do your right, and we'll give you space to do it in, but number one, you got to teach a course on how to develop photography in the field, and number two, what was number two? Oh yeah, you got to do something useful and make yourself look like you're working, right? So, there you have it. Those were the days, my friend.
Yeah.
So, okay, first we're going to go downstairs. I don't know, you want some ice cream or something?
No, I don't want no ice cream. No,
you want some food?
No, I'm okay.
All right, here we go. This one here.
Good apartment.
Huh? Great building. Okay.
Is it very high?
What? What's that?
Is it very expensive?
High? Oh, is it expensive? Oh, well, I don't know. That's not a concern for me, sir. Yeah, probably. I'm always wandering around with a camera. The cops come to me every now and then and say, Charles, behave yourself. Yeah, it's a battery. Ooh, okay. And here we go. You don't mind if I smoke them, do you?
I don't care what you do. I'm not your mom.
Right on. Okay. Après-vous, monsieur. And open that door there. Nope, this one here. Thank you. Watch. No, hang on. Literally, nous sommes arrivés. Vous parlez français un peu?
I don't speak French.
Okay, that's enough.
I do speak English.
Yeah. I'm always hopeful, though. Come on in.
It's a busy place here.
Yeah, check it out.
Wow.
Oh, man. Okay, let me just see what's in the fridge. Come on over.
Oh, Lord.
Come on over, man. What do you want? Want some yoga? These are kind of nice.
No, I don't drink no.
Oh, okay.
Well, you just yourself here?
Huh?
Just yourself?
Just myself. Yes, sir. How about some... Everyone likes this stuff. No?
I gotta have a leak. You got a washroom?
Yep, right down the hall there, just around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
You can't miss it. Okay. What's happening here? Whoops. Okay. Here be branch water. Yep. Okay. We're going to 13:24 seconds. We got anything? No acquisition of focus. So let's see. Let's see if we can adjust that. Oh, man. F22, that ain't no good. 1250, that's useless. So I'm resetting the controls here. ISO auto, that's good. Okay.
I got this space here.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. We're getting nowhere here. Well, what's the deal? I mean, are you not eligible for ODSP?
I don't get over ODSP.
Well, why not? Why not? Prisoners, criminals get it. They get ODSP because no one will give them a job.
Yeah.
So you don't take ODSP because it's a matter of pride, is that the case?
No.
You just haven't gotten access to it.
No, I really try hustling and no work. Try to work, eh?
Well, that helps. Let me see what I got for you here, pal.
I got 800 cans the other day.
Yeah?
Today is Sunday, Friday, and I hid them. Somebody stole them.
How much did they steal?
800 cans.
800 cans of what?
Beer cans.
Oh, beer cans. Who gives a shit, man? Beer cans are worth like 5 cents a piece.
They're 10 cents, but you know what, Bud?
Yeah.
It took me 8 hours to get it to walk it.
I bet, yeah. What happened to your cart? Did you keep your cart?
I had the cart. They took the whole thing.
You took the cart too?
They took everything.
Well, I'm trying to surprise you, man, because I got a cart here that I ain't got no use for. See that cart in front of you?
Yeah.
That's the replacement. And this one's the old cart. A bit fucked up, but if you can get the job done, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You put this in here. There you go. You got it made in the shape. Okay, let me get you something to drink. You want a Coke?
No, I got Coke here in my bag.
All right, what do you want to drink? Coffee?
No, I'm good. No coffee. No, I don't drink.
All right, this guy will not trust me to the point where he drinks my coffee. All right, it's cool.
No, you know
You
what?
want to smoke?
Yeah, let that
All right, now he's gonna roll you a cigarette. That is our stock and trade. So, you told me your name, but I forget. What's your name again?
Tom.
Tom. And you're from the
East Coast, yeah.
East Coast, Maritimes, Nova Scotia. Would you tell me which part? Bay of Fundy or Atlantic?
Atlantic.
Atlantic, eh? Near Halifax or?
Halifax, yeah, just on the other side of Halifax.
So, east of Halifax.
Yeah, in between Troy and Halifax.
Okay, gotcha. You know, I had a house out there, but it was in Bay of Quinte. It was in Port Royal. Or,
Okay.
sorry, not Port Royal, but I don't remember what. My sister sold it to me. And it turned out no running water.
Wow.
No septic tank of any sort, man. You just had a porta potty and had a porta potty. And I looked at it and said, "Nice in the house." I guess I sent you a whole shoot of money because I ain't getting 35 grand for this house. But it was a century home, mind you. And my sister had done a whole bunch of stuff to it to improve it.
Okay.
But you know the housing market in Nova Scotia is going down, down, down. So I bought it at 35 and I think I sold it for 10.
10,000.
10,000, man, for a full house, a century house with a solid
You
roof.
lost big on that?
Oh yeah, I was big on that, all right. I didn't care. It was kind of like a financing for my sister. She wanted to do something else. Right?
Ah. Okay.
All right, here, pal. Got yourself a smoke?
Okay.
And you can light it up. Whoa, is that an Apple phone you got there?
No, that's just a regular phone.
Regular Android, right? So you're technically connected.
This side, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the side you smoke. That's the side you like. And just don't worry about it. Just let the ashes fall where they may.
I don't want to make a mess of somebody's house.
Don't worry about it, pal.
Right, I do.
You might say I own the building.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of stuff in there.
See that picture of that lady up there?
Yeah.
You didn't see beautiful? My mother. Yeah, come on. Camera, do something for me here. Oh, shit.
Long time I had a rolling.
Okay, that's the picture we're talking about. 3, 2, geez. Come on, come on. And bring it up. So let me ask you something. Do you know a lot of the homeless people around here?
No, I don't, be honest with you.
No? Because there's a woman, and I constantly see her in front of Canadian Tire. And actually, I was about to go down there. I was going to come home, get refreshed a bit, and then head down there to see how she was doing. She's an awfully pretty woman. You won't miss her because she's got these really weird colored eyes.
I never noticed it.
And her name, I believe, is Jade. Now, who but a woman that was, someone special has a name like Jade? That's a cool name, right?
It is. It's very rare.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people call it Jade. Well, she's about, 30. Right? Now, I'm 62. So a 30-year-old woman looks like my daughter to me. But I never married. But I look at a girl like Jade, and I ran into her. I haven't seen her in a year or so. ran into my friend at Canadian Tower when I was buying paint to paint one of the apartments in the building.
Do you own this?
Yeah, I built it.
The whole building?
The whole thing. Yeah, it's run by a property management group, but basically I'm the owner and one of several, actually.
You got no place to rent?
Not really, no, it's pretty tight. But if you're looking for a place, right, that's arrangeable, that's doable. You know, there are places, even in Toronto, where you can rent a room and they basically charge you what you would get on welfare. So Toronto Works, you know what that is at the moment?
Yeah, I know where it is, yeah.
Well, you can rent a place, but you got to do work.
You have to do work.
Yes, you got to clean dishes, you got to cook, you got to do all those things. But only an hour or two a day, right? I had a friend who did that. And I said, well, you know, you can do better. And he said, this is good enough for me. And he said, they take my check, they give me work. I gotta cook, I gotta clean, I gotta do this, but it amounts to like an hour or two a day, and the rest of my time is free. And he's a disabled person, but he didn't get on ODSP, he was on Toronto Works, which at that time, I don't know, back in the late 90s, it was $535 a month.
But there's no money in that stuff, buddy.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You can get into a situation where you get your meals and you got to do a bit of work, but everything is taken care of, right? You share a room with someone, who cares, man? And they take your check, so they got all your money. But you got all of your meals, you just got to wash a few floors every now and then, and cook the meals and do all that. But cooking meals is a good deal. You get to eat the food, right? So what do you think of that?
What's that?
Well, a place where you can go and you can eat, right? That's the thing I say. Look, if you got to get yourself a job, go work for a fast food restaurant, like A&W, for instance.
I'm
overseas,
you're not going to hire me.
Oh, sure they would. If you show them, like, look, I don't mind scrubbing floors or I don't mind cleaning the grease trap, they'll hire you in a minute. They don't mind hiring an old guy.
I like painting, that's what I do, for a living.
Painting? You don't say.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you something, pal. I got a unit upstairs, apartment 204.
You're listening.
Needs a bit of work.
And now I'm serious.
But
I done this pretty well all my life.
you gotta paint with a brush. No roller. You gotta use a brush. You gotta get right in there.
Oh, I don't. No, I use a roller.
Oh, you see, that's unacceptable. You gotta use a brush, man. See these walls? They look nice, eh?
Yeah, but I mean, serious.
Yeah, but I did no work on these walls before I painted them. I just went with the paint and filled it in all the little holes where the people had stuck up pictures. Paint, fills in. Oh man, I'll tell you something. You got no work to do. You got no work on the walls. You just shove every bit of hole in the wall with paint. Trust me, it's fast, it's easy. And, you know, it saves you the trouble of buying Bondo or whatever you buy, the stuff that you fill the holes in. The people put nails in the walls to hang up pictures.
Well, I generally do the right.
Yeah, well, I've done that too, right? Especially when they make major damage on the walls and they punch the wall for some reason. Like the guy's mad because his girlfriend won't give him any. So he punches the wall in their apartment. And I go upstairs and they're, how did this happen? Oh, an angry boyfriend. They got been there before, no worries. And I just fix it, right? That requires plaster. But for the small things, like the little holes where they made a nail to put up the painting or something, that easily can be handled with
You
paint.
can buy that dab, it's called.
Oh, I don't even bother with that. I just use paint. Believe it or not, I do all my own building maintenance, including the floors. Bring in the machinery and I do it that. And renovations, no sweat. Right now, I'm so busy with other things. I brought a crew in to work on apartment 203. And I got a whole bunch of apartments on the seventh floor that I'm renovating right now. We're renovating the whole floor. We're making it like a luxury suite for a confidential purpose. But you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you gotta smoke these. If you don't smoke them, they can't. Oh, they can't. They kind of go out. They kind of go out.
But that train?
Yeah, the ashtray's right here.
Where? Oh yeah, right here.
Look at that.
Huh?
That's a strong hand, man.
Well, I'm a good worker. I've worked hard all my life.
You ever been on the boats fishing?
Yeah, a few years ago, but
That's gotta be.
I like labor work. I like doing reno. I like doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, but I got to tell you something. I did some work on the boats for a while, but I couldn't take it. I thought, man, this is the hardest work there is. I mean, I could die. You can die working on those boats, hauling in the fish. You just go over the side and you're gone. They don't notice until it's too late, right? The guy driving the boat, he doesn't notice. You're calling out to him in the water, hey, hey, hey. But he doesn't hear it because the engine's too loud.
Yeah.
So you're gone, right? By the time he notices you're gone, it's like you're really gone. So there are people who die pulling in the hulls, right? They fall over the side of the boat because they got something really big and they go in and that's it.
Yeah.
And you hear about it. You don't hear about it much because they're kind of quiet about it. Well, one person died today in the Bay of Fundy when the tides rolled in and the boat got out of control and well, he just fell over the side. Nah, that's bullshit, man. He was pulling in a big fish and fell over. And the guy driving the boat didn't notice. So the kids are going around, where's Hank? Oh boy, Hank's disappeared. How am I going to explain this? RCMP? Yeah, my buddy Hank, he's gone. He disappeared in the ocean. I don't know where he is. Oh, yeah, okay, we'll mark that down. So they just mark it down, right? Hank disappeared. Well, he's in the Bay of Fundy somewhere, but maybe he'll swim to shore. He's a tough guy after all. So, but no, not tough enough with the, 50-foot tides they got there? Something crazy like that. That Hank guy is going to end up at the bottom of the Bay of Fundy. He's going to be torn to bits and pieces and eaten by the fish before the day is done.
Yeah, fishing is a hard job too.
Yeah, fishing is like the hardest job, if you ask me, man. You're fishing, you're not going to live past 50. Not literally by the time you're age 50, if you've been fishing for like 35 years, started when you're 15, man, you're done. Your like body is broken in half, like all of your body is like, you've probably broken every bone along the way. You know, that's a tough life. And these guys, they work through the pain. Why? Because they got families at home they gotta feed, right? And no one's handing them money. If they hand you money, right? You got a job on a fishing boat. Yeah, man, it's killing me. Yeah, well, tough. Right? And it's that way around the world, actually. Go places where they fish. Those are the toughest guys. They dive into the ocean, they go down the bottom and look for fish and bring it up. They're not waiting for the fish to come to them, they're going after the fish.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah, I got a feeling I like you. You're real Canadian.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, you can't get no pure butter than I am.
No, I see that. Hey, you're real. A bona fide, we call it. Yep.
People come over here, they say they're Canadians, they're Canadian wannabe.
Yeah, that's right. No, you want to know what a real Canadian is? Someone who says, hey,
Yeah.
what are you talking about there? Hey?
Yeah.
Yep. We got a unique way, actually, all from the Maritimes, if you ask me.
Oh yeah.
But there's Canadien Français, and they kind of mix, right? So that's what produced me.
I find the people up here are cold.
Oh, they are.
If you speak to somebody, and if you're sitting there, they'll look at you, and if you owe them something.
Yeah. Hey, I got news for you. I encounter people, and this is really strange. I encounter people who are snobbish toward me because I'm dressed down, right? I'm dressed like you, right? More or less. Well, not now, but you know, I throw one on my jacket. See, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah, I do.
Drop these pants. So forget about the pants. All right. What do you think? Huh?
Well, yeah, that's what
This is what I wear. I go out on the street, I wear this. It's a gift from my girlfriend at the time. So I'm never going to get rid of it, right? It's a gift from your girlfriend.
Yeah.
So you never get rid of
Yeah,
it.
they're insulated shirts.
And this, where the hell's the camera? I forget. I'm disorganized. So the camera's over there. I'm not doing anything. We bring it up here. I don't know, it's still running. So that there, pal, is me. And red jacket. See, you got your blue shirt on.
Yeah.
That, my friend, is uniquely Canadian.
They're nice shirts, David.
Now that here is uniquely me. Here's a gift from my sweetheart.
You got it button wrong.
Oh, give me a break, man. Who cares? Hey, you want some Haagen-Dazs ice cream?
No.
Everyone wants Haagen-Dazs. You don't want Haagen-Dazs? No, man. Okay, well, I'm trying to get rid of this stuff. See, I'm working with Haagen-Dazs in a promotion. And if I get footage of a guy eating Haagen-Dazs, I make it like $1 million. So I ain't gonna do it with you because you said no. So I'll have to get some other guy. But let me ask you a personal question. When's the last time you took a nice bath?
My shower's over to what's called at the Haven.
Oh yeah. You know what I do? I go by York-Minster Park and they run the sprinklers every night.
I got food there one night. I was laying sleeping.
Yeah.
I didn't spray. I said, "You had to get out there." It changed me out, man. No, I showered over at the Haven. I shaved over there.
Yeah.
You know where the Haven's at?
No, I don't.
The Haven, that's called the old man's club.
Oh, that's for me. I'm an old man. I don't know, how old are you?
I'm a little older than you, not much.
How old are you?
I'm 63.
Well, I'm 62, man. You hit the nail on the head, pal. Right on. You're a good judge of age.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta admit, I'm stonkered right now. I drank a whole bunch of Scotch whiskey. Would you mind a shot? Or are you a sober guy?
I don't drink liquor, Joe. What's
You
your
don't
name?
drink at all. Charles.
Charles. No, I don't drink. I don't
You
drink.
smoke any of the herb superb?
I just smoke
Look,
cigarettes.
this guy here is completely sober.
I smoke
can't-
cigarettes and I drink beer.
Oh, you drink beer? Can I offer you a beer?
What kind you got?
Well, mostly on the back.
Well, I'll take it.
Okay.
Please, I mean, please, too.
Yeah, which one do you want?
That's an old timer, look at that. That's an old timer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I drink right here.
With a bat blue?
Yeah, I would lie to you, look.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I'm gonna roll myself a smoke if you don't mind, because I'm addicted to la vie en fou.
See?
What?
Look.
Oh yeah. I gotcha. Okay, well you can keep the cans, right? But drink the beer first. Drink the beer first, man.
Thank you, Charles.
You got it. So Tom,
Yeah.
you're an intelligent man. You're quite articulate.
Well, I don't know if I'm that intelligent.
No, don't mind things. I'm selling you here. I'm saying you're an intelligent guy because I can tell that you're a thoughtful man.
I don't bother with nobody around the streets, are you?
No. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in the privacy of your own thoughts.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you ever talk to God?
Well, I believe in God, yes, and I say my prayers whether I'm on the street or where I'm at.
Oh, okay. Because, I talk to God all the time.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I talk to God and it kind of hurt. Ooh, dark scene. She doesn't show up, but that's my mother up there.
Well, that's she's young there.
Yeah, she's young, all right. She's about 19. Still a virgin. Since she didn't lose her virginity until her wedding night. You ever married?
No.
Neither me. I've never.
I had different girls, but that's what it said. I don't want no girl. And we just want to put a girl out on the street.
Mm-hmm.
I don't bother with that. I'm going to try to get my life back on track.
Me? When I broke off with my last girlfriend when she had had enough with me, she said, "I'm fed up with you, man, I'm going." And she went, and I never had a girlfriend since. That was 2008. So that's 16 years for me, not being with a woman, period.
I think sometimes we're better off alone. In a way.
You know something?
I don't need it.
I couldn't do it unless I was in love with a woman and it led to something like marriage. Couldn't do it. I could not have sex for the sake of having sex. It would poison me.
I find a lot of women, I'm not saying all, I find a lot of women today, they're out just for one thing, just gold diggers.
It doesn't bother me. I can appreciate a gold digger. Don't mind a gold digger at all. Got plenty of gold to dig, believe me, she ain't gonna get all the gold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Besides, I mean, a gold digger, she's gonna get tired of the gold digging game eventually. She's gonna want to do something
But
else.
you know what I'm talking about, eh?
Oh yeah, sure. But
You're not all angels out there.
I never encountered a gold digger that I couldn't, I don't know, turn into a sweetheart.
I was with a woman here, maybe about 5 years ago, or maybe a little longer. Maybe I was with her for maybe 2 years. She didn't want me no more because I wasn't rich enough for her.
What, how rich did you have to be? Couldn't you bluff it and say, yeah, I'm a millionaire?
She
slummy.
always told me, you gotta buy me a castle.
Oh man, that's unreasonable.
You want a castle, you go for it.
Yeah, well, good luck for her. What's she gonna do? Work at a strip club and wait for her sugar daddy to show up?
Well, that's why I say there's too much of that fucking strip food. I just want to be alone. Even if I had my own place, I think I just want to be alone with times.
Oh yeah, that's the way to be. But let me ask you, like, you're homeless, right?
Yes, I am, and I'm ashamed to say it.
No, don't be ashamed. There are plenty of homeless people. There's nothing wrong with them except that, society's just a bit messed up. And we don't find jobs for guys like you, which is unfair, as far as I'm concerned, because guys like you, I know, you get on a job, you're going to work hard for your pay. You're going to be honest about it, you're going to show up at work on time, you're going to work your shift, and you're going to treat the company right, the company's going to treat you right. You end up, you rent a room in a building somewhere, and you're on your way.
Yes, you are, you're right. I don't believe in ripping somebody off.
No, I don't believe that you would.
You know what, though, Charles, I gotta be honest with you there too. I went to the the beer store here to treat it 4 days ago. I had 90 cans. Was it 90? Or 80 cans. They were all crushed. And I put them in one of them totes,
Yep.
The guy said, you sure it's 90 cans? I said, listen here. I said, if you think I want to rip you off for a fucking $1 or $2, I said, you know what? I said, I'll count in front of you again. He said, no. I said, I'm counting every fucking can. I said, again, you don't believe me.
No. Come on, man. Give him a break. All he wants to hear is he say, yes, sir, that's 90 cans, I assure you.
Yeah, but I want to make sure again to him, I said.
No. If you had said that, he would have said, fine, thank you, 90 cans. Here's your, what is it, 19?
I don't rip people off. That's not
No. He knows that. But if you did rip him off, he'd remember. He'd remember next time he'd come and say, you know when you said you had 90 cans and we only had 90, you only had 75. So I'm going to have to discount you this time. And
yeah, sure, you believe in that now, say, okay, I say 90 cans, you say 75. What, for a couple of dollars? Or a dollar?
Yeah, because it's honesty.
What the fuck is $1?
No, it doesn't matter. It's like you say, well, I got 80 cans, or I got 70, I don't know how many I got. Like, do you really want to count them? And the guy's going to say, nah, here's 90 cans, right? Because he likes you. He wants to encourage you to come back and you crush the cans down nice and tight and everything.
But you can get 100 cans, and I know you can. In one of the baskets at the beer store?
Yeah.
Where they're crushed like that.
Oh, the beer store, they love it when you crush the cans for them. Because that makes it more compact, right? So what do you think here? I'm living in the basement of my building.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the basement.
No, nothing wrong at all. I got a floor on the second, apartment on the second floor. I put my girlfriends there.
Your girlfriend?
Well, there's no one here at the present moment, but I'm expecting one momentarily, sir. I decided, boy, Charles has got to get on the bandwagon and make some babies. And I'm 62 years old, for God's sake.
Well, boy, that's all they're doing around here. Anyway, making babies, it's big money in that.
Well, I'm not concerned about that aspect of it, but I'm under pressure. Let me ask you, who is your favorite Canadian musicians?
Favorite Canadian what?
Musician.
I don't really.
Gordon, Lightfoot, Anne Murray, you name it.
Oh, like not from the States.
No, Canadian.
Stomping Tom Connors.
Stomping Tom Connors. Man, have I got Tom Connors? I don't know if I got Tom Connors now, but you chose the right guy. He's the one who sang, let me get rid of this noise.
I know Stomping Tom very well. He died, eh?
Yep.
I was down in East Room in Peterborough.
Yep. Over here in Peterborough, of all places, up man.
Me and my uncle went down to his funeral.
Yep.
He was at the Peterborough Arena.
Right.
8,000 people in that arena.
Well, now Stomping Tom Connors, he was truly a Canadian.
Oh, you could.
Yep. He said, what was that song? Practically the national anthem of the country. I love to be Canadian. Canadian beer is what I drink. I like to drink Canadian. I love eating Canadian bacon and that bad.
Every song he done, he wrote.
Yeah.
And he was good.
Let's see what we got here. Let's see the computer. We're gonna check it out, man. Whoa! Look at this chick. Isn't she pretty?
Oh, there's one on the screen.
Yeah, one of them right there. She's spying on us. And you know what her name is?
Oh, geez, what now?
Emma.
Emma.
Hey, Emma.
Emma.
Yeah. Okay, so get rid of this message here. And whoop. I'm going to find search. Stompin' Tom Connors. Stompin' Tom Connors. We're going to come up with something real Canadian for sure.
Gordon Lightfoot was okay, but
Oh, Gordon Lightfoot. If you could read my mind, love, what's in my thoughts would.
But he wasn't like Stomping Tom.
No. He was spending too much time in the United States to be a Stompin' Tom. Stompin' Tom. And let's see. Stompin' Tom Connors.
The hockey game.
Okay, yeah, the hockey game. Wikipedia. No, we don't want that. YouTube, Talking Home, Saturday Night Live at the Horseshoe. Here we go. Let's see what he has to play. Horseshoe Tavern, I believe.
That was his favorite place to play.
Yep. Horseshoe Tavern, no work.
Looks like somebody stole my glass. I drink out of the pitcher.
You want a beer? Another beer?
Like I was saying a while ago,
Oh, yeah.
here's to a pitcher of beautiful water from the Horseshoe Tavern, of course.
Horseshoe. Yeah.
But it wasn't the shoe they drained it through, it was some other part of the horse.
Sudbury Saturday night.
It's Sudbury Saturday night, all right. You ever spend a lot of time in Sudbury? Spend a lot of time in Sudbury?
For me?
Yeah.
No.
It's a cold city in winter, I gotta tell you.
Boy, that man used to hitchhike from coast to coast.
And look at everyone. There he is, man. He's a good looking guy, right? You don't mind if I have another smoke here?
Boy, look, I'm not your boss and this ain't my home.
That's right, and I just said that to extemporize, but this guy understands. Now I'm just smoking tobacco, you know. Got plenty of it. Well, not that much, I gotta go out and buy more. Kind of running short on tobacco. See, I got a girlfriend who's on my case about the fact that I smoke as much as I do. But I'd say, come on, honey. I know my teeth are brown and all that, but what can you do?
Yeah, I'm going to go later. I'm going to go later try to sleep up enough to be packed in in the morning.
Hey, you want one? I'll order you one if you want.
Oh, it's okay, but I gotta go later to try to scrape up some cans for tomorrow.
Sure thing, yeah.
It's not easy.
No, no, I understand. You go to those recycling boxes, right? The trash, recycling, and the whatever stuff. And you just rate them. Just empty them out. You go to buildings, but you need a cart. I'd say that cart has got your name on it.
It's easy setting down because there's so many people around here.
Oh yeah, I know. I see them all the time. They got bicycles and bags and bags full of
It's
stuff.
not easy. I'll get the. I'll get the call.
What are you going to get? Pardon me. Oh, jeez. Excuse me. Oh, I got bad. I smoked too much. I smoked too much.
You're not too fucking too much, eh?
What can
Know
you
what the
do?
hell can you do?
I don't care. I mean, I just got leave me alone and let me smoke my cigarettes for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this is Tom. He's gonna do. Let's see if we get another song out of the deal. Nope. 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 Okay. Let's go here. Okay, the Stompin' Tom story. Let's see if we learn anything new.
You sing it, Dennis.
It doesn't matter. We'll hear it again.
Unmistakable sound of Stompin' Tom Connors because Canada said goodbye to the music.
No,
icon
that's
the country folk
that's
singer
what he's
passed away at the age
Huh?
of 77.
That's what he's like.
Before Canada
It doesn't matter.
with Stompin' Tom, he was just a young man hitching across the country
It's true.
with no money in his pocket.
Done that
and
my
years
fair share
before
of
he was
times. Gone
famous.
from
Tom Connors
Montreal,
landed in
where I was
Timmins, a
born,
mining town in
to
northern
Banff,
Ontario.
Alberta.
And as legend goes,
Because you
he
know
was a
Banff is
bartender
like
at the Maple Leaf Hotel.
Valhalla,
Who spotted
right?
his true talent.
Valhalla of
That
Canada is
bartender's
Banff,
name
Alberta.
is
It's
Gabe
cold.
Levine, and we tracked him down in
It's
Ottawa.
cold.
Gabe,
But
welcome to day 6.
you got the
Hello,
Banff
sir.
School for Fine Arts.
Great. I'm
You can
sorry
always
for your
find a
loss,
place to
Gabe.
sleep
You took
now.
us back to Timmins.
So, let me see.
That was in Timmins. Look, they're telling him what he's like there.
Laid eyes on Tom Connors.
Okay, we're going to 64.
64.
Northern Ontario, Timmins. I'm
Timmins, right?
bartender in the Maple Leaf Hotel.
It's cold up there, man.
It's a cold night,
Oh,
half
boy.
rain, half snow. Yeah. And the stranger walks in with a guitar, lanky looking, and he's looking around and walks towards the bar and he asked me where the Sally Ann
I'll let
is.
you listen to that.
I said, well, you missed it. It's just a block down the road. He says, well, I missed it. He says, I just come from an hotel. I can't mention the hotel, but he threw him out. He thought it was a bum.
Okay.
And he threw him in the street. And he says, the only thing that drew me in here is this hotel's called the Maple Leaf. And the Maple Leaf flashing kind of did something there. It's very strange, like, you know. So he walked in because of that Maple Leaf.
Right, so he was a patriot even then.
Yeah, oh, even then.
Don't look at it, man.
You check
Or don't give it back to me no matter what you
What's
do.
that?
and the
Don't
Maple
give
Leaf,
it back to me.
And that's what drew him in.
And he
That's
had
a
a guitar
C
with him.
note,
Yeah, he
pal.
had an old guitar.
You got a
He
bank
had
account?
case, and you look
Yeah.
hungry, I'll tell you.
Good.
And
You
you're
put it
taking
in the
bar.
bank.
And I'm a bartender, and he
That's
walks
a
in.
C note closer
So,
to
I said,
independence.
wait, before I show you where the
Yeah,
Sally
that's
Ann
good.
is, I said,
I don't know how much does it cost to
We talked a
take
little bit,
the
said, well, I
bus
think I'll have a
anywhere
beer.
in Canada? It used to
So
be
I took the
$100
beer, I
bucks,
was
but I
gonna
expect
grab
it's
something,
more
like,
now.
really
Who you want, you looking?
No, I don't care.
So I opened the beer, it was 35 cents, and he emptied his pockets.
No,
and he
you
put it in
can't
my
do
No, take it, man.
What?
Take it, take it, take it, take it.
And I'll head for the
Take it,
Sally
I insist. If you don't take it, I'm going to be pissed up and throw you out.
Ann. I'll throw in the nickel and
Well-
sip your beer.
Cheers.
He thanks me, he said,
Yeah,
well,
we're
I think
forgetting it.
I don't have to
go
go
to
for
bed, and
cans.
in the morning.
My mother, who you can't see there, she was a Ukrainian immigrant, and her parents, my grandparents, these Ukrainian people, sure thing. I mean, my grandfather worked as a janitor for CPR, washed floors for his entire life. And my grandmother did the same thing. She was washing floors for the people 2 streets down. She lived on Colonial Avenue in Montreal, and she did all of the people 2 streets down that were all Jewish, and basically they all trusted her because she was Ukrainian.
Yeah.
And they kind of felt the sympathy for her, but among other things. My grandmother, was the cleaning lady for the Cohen family. You know, like Leonard Cohen?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she was the cleaning lady for the Cohen family. So I said, Grandma, what were they like? And she said, they were just like any other Jewish family. I was cleaning house for Jewish families primarily because, as I said, they trusted her because they knew she was Ukrainian. And they knew she came from a good family in Galicia, where she came from, but when the communists pushed them out, where they had nothing. So she came to Canada. Meanwhile, she speaks 6 languages. My grandmother spoke 6 languages.
I think that's super.
Я не знаю. She spoke 6 languages. She was a highly educated woman from a rather patrician background. And so these Jewish families in Montreal, they said, well, the best we can do is help you out by, we can wash our houses, you can clean our houses for you. And my grandmother said, that's perfectly fine. She spoke good English, but my grandfather, not so much. My grandfather, my mother's father, he was a real Lothario, right? Broke my grandmother's heart because he was always after the woman. He used to walk around, and my mother would tell me stories. You know, my dad used to walk proudly up the front of the street, making a scene with all the women. He was a good-looking guy. And the women are kind of responding to me. He had my mother walking like 30 feet behind him so that they wouldn't recognize that she was his daughter, right? So she was saying, I used to walk behind him and watch him be unfaithful to my mother, and I used to cringe. And she would tell me these stories, don't do this. Don't be like my father was. Don't do this. Be nice to the girls. Right?
Great, eh?
Well, I listened to that message, and the thing was, my younger sister, Jennifer, who's a philosopher, she also said the same thing. She said, Charlie, be nice to the girls. I said, come on, man, I'm not nice to the girls. He said, no, be nice to the girls.
Nice to the girls.
But get it, man, get it. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so be nice
I get the drift.
to the girls. Be really nice, right? Treat them with respect. Treat them with kindness. Go pick them up.
But it's a two-way street, too. The girls should be nice to the men, too.
Well, sure, but you can't be unreasonable, right?
Well, no, I
Like if
understand
the
that.
girl is a bit young, right? The best you're going to do is walk her home at the end of the night and make sure she gets home safely. And mom and pop are upstairs and they're still awake because their 17-year-old girl are waiting for her to come home, right? So you bring her home at something like 11 o'clock at night. Pretty early.
Whatever gets you through the night.
I love that part where they say, whatever gets you through the night, right? I'm listening to that. Yeah, I'm awake, right? Whatever gets me through the night. Whatever gets you through the night.
Yeah.
It's all right. So you want to know why I own this building?
Huh?
Why I own this building?
But it's none of my business.
No, I'll tell you. Because I can't be evicted. Right? You got property managers looking after the place, but they can really get a complaint, which they don't. But say they were. Well, the guy downstairs, but the guy in 204, man, he's always barking like a dog, like woof, woof, woof. And I can't help it, man. It's part of an affliction that I suffer from.
Barking like a dog.
And it's no fun. But like, I am lupus. They call me lupus. Why do they call me lupus? Because I'm on the phone with these guys in Europe. And they're saying, and I'm going, woof, woof, woof. And I think, hey, Charles, you know what? You sound like lupus. We're going to call you lupus from now on. And then, okay, I'm lupus. What does that mean? That means the wolf. So, I'm lupus, right? I'm suffering, man. I got afflictions. I got neurodegenerative disorders, man. Serious stuff. It makes me bark like a dog. So I embrace it. I say, yeah, I'm the dog. I'm lupus. Don't give me a hard time about it, but chicks, man, they dig it, right? They do.
So how many units in this whole building?
Yeah.
How many units?
Geez, what was it?
100?
56.
56.
Yeah.
It's a fucking nice building, man.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the few. I don't own it outright. I'm in a partnership with a guy named John, who owns all the buildings around here, all the buildings up the street, and leases it to the company that leases it to tenants, right? It's just a property management group, but they don't own the damn building, man. They don't know who owns the building. John Phillips owns the building, and I'm in business with John. So, it's kind of a murky area, but all of the buildings around here, the building over there, the condo at the end of this alcove, and the building 101 lot, that's all John. And he has 2 Glen Elm and a whole bunch of other buildings in this area. He's got like 15 buildings. How rich is he? He's rich as sin, man. He's rich as Croesus, but you want to know something? John drives a 20-year-old car and generally rides around on his bicycle. I mean, I go out at 6:30 or 7 in the morning to look at the garbage and to clean it up if it's messy. And there's John on his bicycle, and I was like, John, how you doing? And he's like, doing great, man. Because he's like in his late 70s, and he's riding a bike.
You know what? He
Yeah.
might be rich, but you know what? He doesn't really show it off.
Nah, it doesn't show it off at all. I mean, would you think I was rich? The way I'm dressed? I mean, look at me. I mean, forget about the gray flannels. I normally don't wear them, but
They say you never judge a book by its cover.
nope. All right, but how? All right, you meet me in a bar, right? You meet me in a bar. I'm wearing jeans, and they're messy jeans because they got a bit of hole in them place. They've got a hole in the bum area, you know, for prison and all that. Got to make it easy for the guys. So you got a bum fucking hole in the jeans and all that. So you're all set up, right? And I come to you and I say, hey man, what do I look like? Do I look rich or poor? And I got maybe a bit of stubble and, you know, maybe a broken arm or two
I'd say
because I've been
poor.
in fucking poor, right? Yeah, I look poor. So I look poor. And I'm like friendly guy, right? Because all the poor guys are friendly to other friendly guys who are poor, right? You gotta be easy with each other because all you got is each other, right? All you got on the street is a guy that you can hook up with and say, hey man, let's watch out for each other while we sleep, right? You sleep now and I'll sleep later.
It's true too.
Yeah, well, if you're in a dangerous place, you take turns. So one guy's there, he's smoking joints, he's reading a book, and the other guy's asleep. And the guy who's asleep knows nothing's gonna happen to me because that guy's awake. And then he's gonna sleep and I'm gonna be awake, and we're gonna watch out for each other in this shitty little fucking neighborhood that we live in until we can break out and find some woods somewhere where we can truly relax.
Yeah. That's why I wish I had somebody that was hanging with if I was outside, you know?
Oh,
That's
you
why,
gotta find a buddy, pal.
but it's hard, man.
I know, I mean, especially with the younger generation, they just don't get it.
But knock on wood, I always say knock on wood. I was quite.
How about a lady friend?
Well, if I get one.
If you could find one. Well, there's a lady that I know. Now, she's of the Jewish persuasion, but she likes dogs. And a woman who likes dogs, I mean, how far can you go wrong with a woman who likes dogs, right? So she likes dogs. Her name is Beth. Now, Beth won't let home, but she's actually quite well off. But she's got a soft spot for guys who need to take a bath, let's say. You know what I'm talking about. You need to take a bath, you need to lie down for a while, you need to get fed, you need to have some kindness. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
She's that kind of woman. She's in the parkette at the end of the street almost every day. You go up to her and talk to her about God, right? Doesn't matter if you're Jewish or Christian, doesn't matter what you are, you talk about God, man. You got Beth and she's going to be getting wet just thinking about God, right? She kind of freaks out and gets all horny when she thinks about God. It's like a typical Jewish woman who's in love with Jesus. Jews for Jesus, and that's Beth in a nutshell for you. Like, she's horny for Jesus, wants to bear his children. I want to marry you and bear your children, Jesus. Well, I'm sorry, lady, but I'm not going to marry you, I bet. I ain't going to pregnate you because I'm God's son. And my sperm, it ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Yep. That's the truth. Jesus did not, I mean, Mary was there rubbing his feet with oils all the time. Mary's like, come on, Jesus, come on, get a heart on for me. I want to see your death. And he's like, I'm sorry, Mary, but I am God's son. And God doesn't get erections that easily. Believe me, the most beautiful woman on the planet. And she can barely get him up, right? So Jesus is like that. He's never had sex, as far as we know. Went to India, This we don't know about. Facts about Jesus. And we're still running over. So, facts about Jesus. He went to India. But, apart from gaining a sense of what India was all about and what their culture was all about, and this was an ancient religion, remember, not much happened, right? It's not like he went into an Indian Punjab harem and they said, man, you're a good-looking guy, you want to impregnate all these women. And he's like, no, sirree, I am with God and we don't do that sort of thing. Now, well, why the hell not, man? You're a good-looking dude. So, but he didn't, right? Went back from India and they kind of got pissed off. Get the hell out of here, man. You go back to wherever you came from. So he wanders back through the desert and the empty quarter and all that. And he comes back to Israel and he's skinny, man. He's like skin and bone, right? Skinny guy, right? Got no muscle on him. He's like walking through the desert and finding water where he can find it. But the guy is skinny. Comes and does his thing, right? I am thee and whatever. And basically he didn't say much. It's what other people said about him because they said, you know what, Jesus? Or whatever his name was, Yahshua ben David. You are the Son of God. He said, don't say that. Be quiet, be quiet. And then, no, we gotta praise you, man. We know you're the Lord. We can tell. And he said, man, I can't cut a break. And he got crucified because of that. But the guy who crucified him, Pontius Pilate, was there like, shit, man, can't you deal with your own culture? Like, what the hell are you bringing your problems to me for? Like, well, I guess they got to crucify you because they're commanding you to crucify him, crucify him. Okay, you got your crucifixion. So, that's what Christ did. Man, it was nuts. Look, I got some great investment opportunities for you, Pilot. So let's cool it about the, whatever, I'll walk across your swimming pool if you insist, but I'll probably take a big jump. So, just don't look that closely about, walking on water, but yeah, I can pull that off. No sweat.
Yeah.
And so he said, walk across my swimming pool. That was Herod who said that. Herod of Agrippa said, you think you're God? Walk across the water. And Jesus is there. Are you joking? Man, I could leap across that in a bound and come beat the shit out of you. Yeah. But I won't do that.
Charles, you believe in God, don't you?
Oh, indeed.
Well,
I love God and pray to God every day.
I always believe in God. I always believe.
Well, it doesn't hurt to believe in God, and it doesn't hurt to pray to God, and you go to heaven and whatever. If you pray to God, it's pretty much guaranteed that you're an Indian, right? Especially if you live a good life. But if you don't, if you say, I don't believe in God, maybe you have a chance, but chances are it's going to be a rough ride. You're going to go to purgatory and learn your lesson.
Growing up, we always went to Mass, me, Mom, and Dad, all of us, eh?
Are you Catholic?
Catholic.
Oh, yes, Roman Catholic, right? Well, I've got to tell you something. I am Greek Orthodox. My father's mother was Roman Catholic, and his father was Presbyterian. But
it doesn't matter. You're all God's children. You're all God's children.
All Christian, but my father got buried in the Roman Catholic Church. He wasn't messing around, man. He said, well, ultimately, in the end, I'm very Catholic. But it was a Protestant minister.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
What?
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, who cares, man? All these distinctions between Protestant and Catholicism, it really doesn't make any difference. If you love God, God loves you.
And there's only one God.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bit murky on the maker of things side. You got to understand that our God is the child of the maker of things. Okay? And the androgynous one. God doesn't materialize that of nowhere. He told you, I am your one and only God, which is true. Because the other people above him who made him, and they're not exactly accessible to us.
Yeah.
So we got to stick with God because that's all we got. So what has God told us? Well, he's given us the commandments. He said, don't do this, don't do that.
10 Commandments.
Well, something like 17.
Or 70, yeah.
But some of the language in the King James Version you gotta watch out for, because it says, do not kill. Thou shalt not kill. That's not correct. What God said was, thou shalt not commit homicide.
Right.
You understand the difference? I mean, you kill a soldier on the field of battle. He kills people all the time, right? He's shooting at the enemy. Well, God's not going to punish you for that. You're a soldier doing your duty. That's killing. But committing homicide? No, man. You go to hell for that. You commit homicide, forget it. Unless you have permission to kill, like you're killing some really evil dude, God doesn't mind that. But if you kill some innocent, hard-working person who's just out to make a better life for him and his family, oh man, you're going to hell straight. You won't even get a chance to come before God and Jesus. Like, forget this guy, ship him off to hell with Satan.
There's a lot of killing going on around here every night around here, right?
Well, not much here in Toronto, but other places, yeah.
They told us before, on Good Friday,
Yep.
Dave said, he said, on Good Friday, he said, wherever that wind is blowing, she'll blow 3 parts of the year in the same spot. That's what Dad said.
There's no accounting for that kind of thing. You can't keep track of it. You just got to accept that some people are going to fuck up. And some people are going to some guys, they're going to mess things up. They ain't got no hope. They're fucked up. No one taught them how to behave. No one taught them, like, look, man, you got to be respectful. Most certainly got to... Excuse me. You got to be respectful of your wife, your woman, whoever she happens to be. If you're not married, you're betrothed. Treat her like gold. Treat her like gold, and she will treat you like gold too, right? But you got to have that tacit understanding. You got to cleave onto your partner, and what that means is basically you got to follow each other. You got to literally cut the skin and skin on skin. You got to be close. You got to listen to your wife. If you're the husband, if you're the wife, you got to listen to your husband. You got to obey each other. It's not a matter of the wife obeying the husband. The husband has to obey the wife as much as she has to obey him. It has to be a two-way street.
Well, of course. Speaking of the churches, just this Thursday past,
Yep.
every Thursday at the Holy Rosary, they give you a $10 Tim Horton card.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
I think it was great.
Yeah, because you can get real food at Tim Hortons.
I got one here on Thursday. I still got it. I got $3 some cents left on it.
Yeah, they give you a credit card.
Tim Horton card.
Tim Hortons. I've gotten those.
But you know what? I stand in line there too, you know, and they only give 10 out, right? The Holy Rosary.
Yeah.
And there's people there, you know what? They'll get the card. They will never say thank you to them.
Well, that's a mistake. You've always got to give thanks.
A dummy, yes.
Yeah.
I tell her,
You know what?
I tell her thank you, and I bless myself.
Okay, well, of course. And she's going to bless you.
You know,
In her mind's eye, in her heart of hearts, she sees someone like you blessing her, and she says, "Oh man, it's about time."
I told her the other day, I appreciate this, and I said, I thank you.
Yep. And she this does not go unnoticed. Remember.
There's some stupid people around here too, ignorant.
Oh yeah, you can't help that. But you gotta pay attention to the enlightened ones, right? The ones that love God are the ones that you should be spending your time on.
This is ridiculous, man. It's so stupid. The other day, I know it's united. It doesn't matter. It's still a church. It's still God's house.
It is God's house, yeah.
And I went in there at what's called York Minister.
Right. My favorite church.
And I stayed in there until they done their prayers.
Right, sure.
Very beautiful.
Oh yeah, they are. The Psalms, some of the Psalms, just take your breath away.
No,
But
it's
you
nice.
know, the bottom line is what religiosity has to offer you is comfort and a word called supper. Right? Supper. Like you are literally lying on God's, and you imagine this. Sometimes I feel so tired and kind of alone, and I say, God, I need to rest my head on you. I need to rest my head on your chest because I just want to relax. I want someone that I feel is protecting me. So, do you mind if I lie my head on your chest and take a rest? And God is like, oh, of course. Come on. Of course you can relax on my chest. You love me. I love you. That's the thing. If you love God, if you love Jesus, Jesus will love you back. Right? It's irresistible. Jesus cannot say no to someone that loves him. Truly and sincerely.
Well, you might think I'm stupid here. I want to tell you something. Right now.
I'm not going to think, come on, Tom. Don't.
We used to go to church. Dad used to go to church.
Yep.
And Dad said, now Dad is an old school guy.
Old school guy,
Old
like us. We're both old school guys too, right?
And Dad said, boys, he said, if you're feeling down, he said, you come out of church, he said, and go to mass, he said, you feel right, like.
Oh man, the feeling you get when you've communed with God.
You gotta believe in that stuff.
Oh, you can't. There's nothing better. Quite frankly, it's the most exciting relationship that you can have. And if you have a relationship with God, it's like the sky's the limit. You may be a single guy stuck in prison, right? Maximum security prison. You're on the floor. You got two guys in there on the bunk beds, and you're like the low man on the totem pole, so you're on the floor, right? And like they kind of treat you like shit. You know, sleep in the corner there. Don't make any noise. Don't piss us off, because you're on the floor. Right? I've been in that situation because I've been in jail more than once. I
was only in jail once for the breathalyzer, just overnight.
Oh yeah, well I was in jail for weeks for different reasons, but I was in the Toronto East Detention Center. I was in the Dawn before they tore it down.
Oh, the old Dawn Valley.
Yeah, the old Dawn, right? And I tell you something, I was in a cell with two guys, and they were mean guys, right? Really mean guys, and they stuck me in the cell with these two mean guys because the three of us were dangerous to the population. So they put us in PC.
How was that?
Protective custody.
Oh.
So they threw us in PC, and I'm there, and I'm having seizures and convulsions, and I'm banging my hands against a concrete wall. And the guy is saying, "Shut the fuck up!" And I'm there, look, man, I can do nothing about this, man. I'm having seizures, man. I can't stop it.
That's bad too, boys.
And he says, and he looks at me for a while, and he's like holding me by the neck. And he's like about to pound me, and I say, you know, pound me if you want to, it won't change anything. And he looks at me, gets a kind of distant look in his eye, and he's a mean, nasty guy. And the other guy in the bed is mean and nasty too. These are mean, nasty guys, right? Dangerous criminals. And I'm one of them. And I said, like, pound me if you want to, like there's nothing I can do. And the guy gets up and he goes to the door. And meanwhile, it's Christmas Eve. This is 2012, and they're playing the most great music, right? If you're in jail, right? You're waiting for your date in prison. They really treat you quite well. The food is amazing. The circumstances are pretty nice. If you're a homeless person, vacation time is when you're in jail waiting for your trial. And then they go before the judge and he said, well, what do you do? Well, Your Honor, I was partying for 6 months and I got caught, right? So, all right, get the hell out of here. Go party for another 6 months. But the thing is, the guy's in jail for 6 months waiting for his trial, and he's accumulating his ODSP, right? Ontario Disability Support Plan. So he's accumulating his money, right? So he's got, after he's in jail for 6 months, he's got like what, 12 grand in the bank, or thereabouts, right? 12 grand, 2,000 a month, right? 1,800 or whatever it works out to be. So he's got like 12 grand. Fuck, man, what am I going to do with 12 grand? Well, I'm going to party like shit. Drugs and chicks and you name it. And then when the end of it comes, I'll throw a brick through a window someplace, and I'll get arrested and I'll get hauled into jail, and I'll be there for 6 months so I can accumulate more money, and I do that over the winter. This is the guy's telling me. I say, that's a pretty good plan. You know, what the hell? Because in jail, it's like everything's easy. They got women prison guards, you know. And the women prison guards know the guys who are nice. And they're sweet on the guys that are nice. Now, you're not going to have sex with these ladies, but you wouldn't believe what a difference it makes when a woman prison guard is sweet on you. Right? She's like going to bring you things like, hey man, you need anything extra? Oh, honey, do I ever. And she's going to get you. Don't get out of hand, man. You behave yourself. But the understanding is there. Like, she likes you and you like her. Right? So you need the phone for some reason. You need a phone that actually works. Instead of those fucking phones where you're dialing the number and you don't hear anything. You go, fuck man, am I making the call? And you get your brother on the phone and you go, thank heavens, man. I wasn't sure whether I was calling you or I was calling the CIA or the CSIS or whatever. The RCMP. Like, yes, I'm David McRobert. Well, you don't sound like my brother. Well, it's truly me. Now, what have you got to tell me? What laws have you broken? So you never can tell, right? Because these goddamn phones in the prison are like mysterious devices. And you gotta call collect. You gotta call collect. You're like, please take my call. That's what are you gonna do, right? You're gonna, fuck man, this system doesn't work. It's there to be as difficult as possible for the guys, but the guys are wise. They've been in jail before. They know
all the boundaries.
They know how it works, right? They've been in jail before. And you've been in jail before, but man, I mean...
I don't think I want to be in jail for too long.
I wouldn't mind. Like, if I didn't have a situation, I'd be in jail all the time. Or mental health, like that.
My God, I like my freedom to get the fuck outside.
Yeah. No. Like, the freedom is great, but the one thing I gotta say is no one starves on the street.
No.
No, you're well fed, right? You want this, you want clothes, you want that. The guilty rich are very guilty in Toronto, right? Your shirt there, it looks a bit dirty. You gotta stain there. Have a brand new shirt, man. Do you mind if I keep the old one? I'll just wash it. Oh, sure, take it. Here, have 10 more shirts. Well, I can only take 2, you understand?
Yes, you are right, Charles. If you starve in Toronto, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Not you, like.
No. I mean, if you can't make it here as a homeless person, you ain't going to the right places, because there are places where they'll feed you like a king.
The church over here, across the street from the York Minister, they give breakfast up there every Saturday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the
I didn't make it.
right across. Do you know there's a church behind that as well? There are 3 churches in a row. You're bound to be successful in one. You're not Episcopalian or a United Church. Welcome, homeless. Oh, no problem at all. Come on in, have fun.
Charles, the York Minister?
Yep. That's a Baptist church.
Yeah.
They take anybody. You want to be a Baptist? Fine, we'll baptize you when you're a Baptist, man.
They have out in the cold here in the wintertime. They start up in November now.
Yep.
The government don't help them. The old
Nope.
lady told me, she said they're on their own.
Yeah,
And they gives us a $10 gift card
Yep.
for divorce, and they give you a bus ride free.
That's right. That church
That's a nice church.
has got a lot of wealthy people who attend church there, and they're very generous. They put $50 into the donation jar.
Yeah, but, you know, like I said to myself, I know the place is kind of rich around.
Yeah.
And like you say, that's what's helping them.
You know what I would do? Let's say I was homeless. All right, got nothing, but I got brains, right?
Yeah.
So I would go to a place like Nova Scotia, where they got like animal rescue, and I'd bring in an animal like a squirrel or something like that, or a badger, or you name it, man. And I go, oh man, I found this guy. He's really hurting bad. Can you fix him up and I'll help you, right? And the woman, they're all women, right? The suckers for this type of thing. And you're a guy. But you bring them an animal that's suffering, so they can see it in your face, like you love the animal, and you can't bear to see it suffer, man. They're suckers for that sort of thing. Next thing you know, they're going to marry you. And you're off the street, you're off homeless, you're off this, and you're just working janitorial duties, scrubbing the floors. I'd do that. To be married to one of these women that rescue animals, in a cold minute I'd be, here, you want me to re-roof your house? Sure thing, I'll do that. Handy with tools, glad to do it. And basically, you know, what else you gonna do? You got guys, right? They find a woman, and the woman is their meal ticket, and they treat her with disrespect, and they don't do anything, and the woman eventually says, man, I gotta be really stupid to be stuck with a loser like this guy. Right? If you want a woman to respect you, you gotta earn the respect.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You gotta show
Or
that.
that's anybody.
Yeah, well, sure, but I mean, if we're talking about men and women here, right?
Okay,
So
yeah.
you got a girl, you meet her. Well, you're gonna say to yourself, how can I impress her? You go to her house, you say, you know, I really thought you were smart and beautiful and all that, but I look at your floors here, what the hell is going on?
Mm-hmm.
I can't come into your house and look at floors like that. I mean, those floors are a mess. You must let me clean them for you. So you clean her floors. And meanwhile, she's in the kitchen, she's cooking something else, right? She's doing some stir fries, something like that. So, and you're cleaning her floors. And you come in and you say, well, I did the best I could, but you know, it really needs 2 or 3 more passes to bring the shine of the wood out. And the woman is thinking to herself, man, this guy's gonna scrub my floors for me? I ain't gonna let him out of my sight anytime soon. That's the way it works. You go in and you say, these floors are unacceptable, madam. You must insist that I wash them for you. So you're gonna scrub her floors, and she's just gonna go, do you want to scrub my bathroom too? Yes, ma'am, I'm on the job. I'll scrub your whole house from top to bottom. I'll clean your walls. You won't have to paint. Believe me, after I clean your walls, you'll be amazed at how nice everything looks. And a woman like that, say she's got money. Oh, she's gonna latch onto you and go, all right, I'm the woman, I got the power, I got the money, you got nada. Will you marry me? A woman can do that. She's got the power, right? She's got the upper hand. She's gonna say, will you marry me? And the guys, they're like, what? You wanna marry me? I don't even got no clothes, man. All the clothes I'm wearing right now. And I got no dinero, and you want to marry a loser like me? She says, yeah, you're cleaning my floors, man. As long as you keep that up, clean the floors, clean the walls, and we're aces. Some women are like that. Not necessarily the prettiest woman. Maybe she's kind of unattractive, I don't know. But she got nice feet, or nice legs or something. Or she got something nice, right? Every woman will have something nice. Maybe it's your smile. And you look at her and you say, you know what, sweetheart? I can get used to smiling with you for the rest of my life. And you're speaking the language the woman understands, right?
Yeah,
she got money, she got wealth, she got access, and man, you got a mate.
Cool.
Now, some guys, you know, so it's nice and all that, but I need the wild. I need the freedom of the open road, right? Not that she's going to go out and make it with every woman that he meets, but he just needs the open road.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, the lone wolf type character. By the way, we got it made here. If there's any place to be homeless, it's Canada.
Oh, yeah.
It's cold in the winter, mind you. It's cold as fuck.
Oh, yeah. It's cool.
But apart from the fact that it gets shit cold in the winter, we got a kind of social safety net here where if you go and you say I'm desperate, they'll take you in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Terrible, boy. Nobody should be homeless here. Nobody.
No, I don't think so. But some people prefer it because there are alternatives they don't like. Like if you're homeless, it's probably because you go into a shelter and you get harassed.
And you can't get in your shelter. I tried shelters here. You can't get in them. They're full.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing is the shelters are jammed. And they're shit, man. Who would want to sleep in the shelter? You gotta stay awake all night. You gotta stay awake all night because someone's gonna swipe your stuff.
You better off sleeping in the bench.
Yeah, you're better off sleeping in the park or sleeping in the ravine. I always tell people go down into the Vale of Boca ravine if you want to. You can take a bath. In the water, it's perfectly safe, and you can drink the water too.
I take my bag when I'm on the bench like that. I take my bag and put it in the bag and put my head on it so it's like a pillow.
Yeah. I run into people, you know, there are 2 types of people who are homeless. There are the people who are the heroin addicts and the people who don't touch drugs at all. They may drink a beer or 2 here and there.
That's me.
That's you. who are perfectly fine.
But I'm no better than these guys.
Nah, well, Ed, come on. You're way better because you are more or less sober all the time. When these guys, they get heroin and they just sleep it off for a week. And finally, social services come and pick him up. And he loses everything he's got because they ain't gonna pick it up. They'll leave it behind, right? If he's got a mess, if he puts everything into bags, they'll grab the bags, no problem.
I never seen such stupidness around here. They go garbage. I seen that a lot of that. The garbage can right there and they leave the stuff there.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If people do their recycling improperly, they won't touch it.
Same as my cardboard there now, that cardboard. I'll go back and I'll take that, bend that all up very small.
Fold it up.
And I'll put it in the garbage can.
And it will be there when you come back for it.
Yeah. But I don't leave a mess like that for somebody to go clean
Yeah,
up.
some people do, but I
will.
don't think they do it on purpose. I think they're strung out on heroin and they come by and social services pick them up, but they're not going to go around and pick up all the stuff. Like I said, if the guy had put it into bags, they grab the bags. But they're going to leave that mess there and someone else will clean it up. Probably me. Because, you know, that park down there, the parkette, that's the favorite place for homeless heroin addicts to do their thing and sleep it off for a week. And you know why they can do that there? Because there are all kinds of guilty people who will come and leave them stuff. Leave them gifts, leave them this, leave them that, stuff $100 into their shirt pocket. Right while they're just totally out of it, right? Suddenly wakes up and pulls out a $100 bill. Man, it's Christmas and New Year's all over again. Where did this money come from? He doesn't care. He's got it. He's going downtown. He's going to buy himself more heroin.
Yeah.
You know, $100 you can buy a lot of heroin.
Well, boys, I thank you very much for this. Just the most I ever got in my life.
What?
This
What did you get?
$100.
Oh, that. Oh, jeez, I forgot about that. Forget about it, man.
But no, I gotta say.
Yeah, don't tell anyone.
No, I'm not going to broadcast. But this the
But
most.
I gotta give you money because, I mean, I got a lot of money now.
But like I say, I'm not going to go out tomorrow and say, oh, this guy give me. No, it's nobody's business.
No, you're not gonna do that because you're smart.
And this is the most I ever got in my entire life.
You serious?
God almighty.
Wow.
That's the most I ever got. Everything I got, I worked for it.
Yeah, but suppose,
And I can't put
suppose
my...
I were to lay another C note on you, would you take it?
Huh?
If I were to lay another C note on you, would you take it?
Well, I would too.
All right.
But listen,
Yeah, what?
I can't go and sit down in front of a butcher call, in front of Shoppers Drug Mart, and beg for money. I feel like I'm a real dummy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey,
And that's why I go collect bottles. That's why I
it's
go...
honest work.
I try to struggle.
My God.
Well, my God.
If you ever need anything, just give me a call, pal.
But like I said, I'm not going to get past you.
Nah, I don't think you will be, but you know, you may be desperate.
Yeah,
So let's see.
I'm going to put that in my...
I know I got money somewhere. I just have
I'll
trouble
put that
remembering
in
where
my
I
wallet.
got the stash.
And there's my tip card I got from Holy Rosary. See? I got $3 and some cents left on it. No? They're nice people.
Tim Hortons? Yeah, sure.
No, the Holy Rosary. I went to
yeah.
Mass here. I went to Mass last Sunday.
Yeah.
I put on a different pair of pants, and the lady that gives the cards out, she was there. She knows my name. She said, Tom, she says, nice to see you. I said, I just don't come for the tip card. I said, I come to the God's house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I got I got a stash of cash, but I just don't remember where it is. So
That's all right,
hang
don't
on
worry
for a
about it.
second. No, I got it somewhere. I mean,
No,
geez.
don't you?
No. I know you're gonna be saying I don't want any more.
You've done enough.
Yeah.
I appreciate what you've done for
Believe
me.
me. The fountain is endless.
Yeah, I appreciate what you've done for me.
All right, so where have I got it? Okay, you know what I do have, which I'm going to pass on to you because maybe you can pass this on to the guy. I don't remember what his name is, but I think he was pulled off the street by social services And I got his card because I got his stuff, and I went looking for him for ages. Wait, guess who run into? You recognize that card?
No.
Well, it's a valued customer, and that's all it says. But he's.
Why did you keep it in case you might
Well,
see it?
I can see. But
Hey?
I got the feeling the guy was.
I don't know too many people on the street.
Okay, I got you. But I was thinking that card is where he gets his ODSP.
So you
So I
better,
went into the bank that issued the card, and I said, "Look, this belongs to the guy. Won't you take it in case he comes and wants his card?" And they said, "We don't take cards like that. You can't hand it in." I mean, come on, man! It's the Royal Bank of Canada. You mean to say you can't have a card returned to you? And they're like, "No, we don't want to touch it."
turn into the police.
No. So I got this card, and it's been months now, and I haven't checked it, but I bet it's got thousands of dollars on it because ODSP is $1,780 a month, so that's being added to this card. Meanwhile, the guy is maybe in jail, maybe sleeping it off, maybe they stuck him in rehab, I don't know. But the minute he gets out, the first thing he's going to get is a new card. Meanwhile, that card there is accumulating money like it's going out of style, and I just don't know what to do with it. Because, I'm not going to touch the money on it, because it's not my money.
Well, that's true.
It doesn't belong to me, but it belongs to that guy. If I could run into him again and say, "Here's your
You
card."
know him? No.
Huh?
You don't know this guy?
Nah, I don't know. I
Oh, you
met
found
him.
the card.
Well, no, he kind of was picked up by social services, and I got all of his stuff. And he was lying there in the parquet, and I said, "Well, I'm going to take this and clean it for the guy at the very least." So I'm going through his pockets, and out comes the card, and say, "Ah, shit. What am I going to do with this? This is legal tender, right?" I mean, anyone can use this card for any purpose. It's a valued customer. It's got the pin right on the back, right? It's a card. It's a credit card. And it gets like $1,800 put on it every month. So I can either turn it in to the issuer and they say, "We don't want it." Or, I suppose I could take my Ontario government phone book and look it up, ODSP. Listen, I got a card here, and it belongs to this guy. I don't know the guy's name, but I got all of his stuff because he was picked up and they left it all behind. What do I do with the card? And you're like, "What? Who the hell are you?" They don't say that because they're bureaucrats. They say, blah, 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 blah. And I'm there, oh man, not another dead end. It's like, you want to do good? You want to do something?
True.
It's like impossible. It's like, shit, man. How much more difficult can it be to get some kind of justice? At least with the system. Here, take the goddamn card back. No one wants it. The guy's gone. He's got a new card. He doesn't even remember the old card. And this card is accumulating money. Well, we can't help you, sir.
And you take a bank card.
Yeah.
Bank card. Yeah, I got mine too, a bank card. You would take that card and you don't even have to know the PIN number. You can tap it.
That's right. You can tap it at a supermarket and get food. So
No,
that is the story
I
of
don't
that
know the
card.
guy. I just went off. You take the card.
No, what am I going to do with a card like that? It's like an insult to use a card with government money put on it. And I mean, like, what am I going to do with this?
Exactly.
Well, the only thing I'm going to do with this is hold on to the card in case the guy shows up and says, "Hey man, I got your card." And it's all there, right? It's probably got 10 grand on it by now. But take it, man. Go on a vacation. Go to Tahiti. You got 10 grand, man. Go to Tahiti. Maybe you read a witch riddle. Meet a witch riddle and pretend you're like an author or something already.
Yeah.
Some sophisticated guy. Put on an act that she'll marry you and you'll be made for life. But you need the card, man. You need the card to buy the plane ticket to go to Tahiti.
Exactly. Can you show us something?
Yeah. You want to take a shower, right?
No, I'm good. No, I took a shower this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
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 help
yeah.
yourself, man. You have yourself a nice
Sure.
time. Close the
Sure.
door and take your time and relax.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just as well. What the hell's going on with the exposure on this thing? Huh. Okay. F22, let's bring that down. Okay. F22. I'll bring it down to 3.5. That looks pretty good. Okay. So when Tom comes out again, you can see what he actually looks like. And keep in mind, Tom is sober, doesn't take drugs, doesn't do anything like that. He may be homeless, but he's a pretty rational guy. He's way, way, way more on the ball than, say, Adam, who you met. If you watch my videos, Adam was on about a month ago, and he's a wealthy guy from a wealthy family, but he got on heroin, and that's the outcome. This guy here, no, this guy's 100% sharp. In fact, if I give him anything, it's going to be after persuading him to take it. Saying, look, man, just take the damn thing and get the hell out of my life, and take the damn thing and get the hell out of my life, and so on and so forth. But this is what you do. If you really like people and you got a lot, you invite them into your house. You offer them some tea or a beer or what have you. This guy's got 2 beers. He's feeling pretty relaxed. He's feeling he's not alone. Neither am I.